Alright guys, in this week's episode we are going to be doing a full review of the Rode NT1A microphone. We are also going to be doing a small comparison between low-priced mic cables and the mid-range mic cables on while recording an acoustic guitar. And finally I'm going to take you inside of Reaper and show you how to link up your tracks with the metronome. So if you change the tempo inside of your project, it will actually stretch the tracks to that tempo. That's all coming up on episode number 78 of Limitless Studios TV. Alright guys, this week we have a new mic in for review. Rode was kind enough to send us the Rode NT1A.
Yep, and this is a large diaphragm condenser mic, in case you didn't know. And it's got a cardioid pickup pattern. The mic is relatively affordable at around $230 or so at most retailers, and that's US dollars. It's a little different for our European viewers and Canadian viewers. We'll post a link to this mic in the description box for this video. And so let's go ahead and talk about what all this mic comes with.
Yep, so it comes with a pretty cool box. You've got all your instructions, manual, sticker, instructional DVD, and this is your 10-year warranty, which is pretty cool, and quality assurance checklist. And then under all that is the actual mic itself, which I'm going to take out. This is the mic itself. It doesn't have any switches or anything on it, as we'll go over later, which is kind of interesting. It also comes with this pouch, which is kind of a carrying case, kind of a protector.
To store the mic in.
Yep. Slip it in there, just like that, which is pretty cool. It would be better if it had a hard case, but this works. And it also comes with a mic cable, and this mic cable is actually pretty good. It's not like one of your super cheap mic cables. This is a high quality, even comes with the Velcro. So this is actually some high gauge cable and really good connectors as well.
Yep.
So that's what's on this side. I'll go ahead and put this down here. And the other side, which is this big old box that comes inside the box, is the actual shock mount and pop filter.
And that shock mount works for other mics as well.
Yeah. I'll open this up. Now the pop filter is actually integrated into the stand itself, which is really cool. And you'll get to see that here. Let's pull it out. And this is actually attached to the shock mount itself. And you can adjust it pretty easily, actually. And then your mic is going to go sit in here. Let me grab that. Your mic is going to go down here, and at the bottom, and get this situated, there is a screw. And that is just going to screw in to the bottom of the mic, and which also allows the mic cable to come through the bottom, obviously.
And this mounting system is very sturdy. Extremely sturdy.
And you spin the mic, there's a gold dot you'll be able to see in the pictures. That's the front of your mic.
That's where you should talk into.
Yep.
Unless you're doing off-axis recording.
And once that's in, you're going to spin this around, get it in front. There's another little knob here that allows you to adjust left and right on the pop filter. And there it is, integrated into a package for you.
Yeah, and the pop filter being integrated into the shock mount is one of the things we really like about this mic.
Yep.
Most pop filters have like a gooseneck attachment, and we really don't like those very much because they hardly ever stay in the position they're supposed to, but this one stays really well. This
shock mount is extremely durable. I mean, it's bulletproof shock mount.
Yeah.
And the connection point to the mic stand, its screw, and some of these things are really finicky, but this one actually stays nice and tight. It's not going to come loose on you.
Yep.
So yeah, the actual full package itself, extremely cool because it's all here. You don't have to get one of those stupid gooseneck things on your mic stand.
Yep. And these mics are also available in matched pairs for those of you wanting to use these for drum overheads or even stereo miking.
Yep.
You'll need 24 or 48 volt phantom power to power this mic, so make sure you have that on your mixer or console or interface, whatever you're using.
This mic we found actually is extremely natural sounding. It's very transparent. It's basically what you hear is what you're going to get. It does slightly hype the high end, which actually can be a good thing for vocals. And also their selling point is actually on the box is this is extremely low noise, and this is an extremely low noise mic. It's the lowest noise we've had ever tested in a mic. So if you're looking for sound effects or a high gain application where you need super sensitive microphone, but you don't want all the noise that you usually get when you crank that gain,
like far away from an acoustic guitar or vocals.
This thing is extremely quiet. I think it's only 5 dBs of noise rated at, which is extremely low. And we also found this to work extremely well on vocals, on cymbals, on acoustic guitar. It's a very versatile mic.
And we'll have clips of the mic later on. But let's go over some of the things that we didn't like so much about this package. One thing is the build quality of the actual mic. It doesn't seem to have quite the build quality as some of the other mics in the same price range.
The metal that actually encases it, it's just not quite as durable.
And another thing we didn't like is there's no pad or any kind of high-pass filter or anything on the mic.
This mic is completely clean, void of switches.
Which could be kind of troublesome if you're recording drums or something like that. So make sure you have an external preamp pad or something like that. And
as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't come with a hard case. It would be nice if it would come in like even like a fake wooden case, which most of these mics will do. But all you get is this little pouch, which is fine, but I mean it would be better if it came in some sort of a hard case, because they give you all these other accessories, so it would have been cool if they would have thrown in a hard case. And one more thing on the con side of things. This thing seems to be prone to plosives, which is your P's, where you burst out air when you're singing, which is P's and things like that. The pop filter, we're not sure, we didn't do more testing with the plosive thing, but the pop filter, it's either the pop filter or the mic. But this thing seems to be, I was about 4 inches away, and there was another 2 inches from the pop filter to the mic, and we were still getting plosives. So in that regard, that's another con.
You might want to double up pop filters. Try that. So now I guess we'll go ahead and go into some clips of this mic, which is probably what everybody's wanting. We're going to first show you a raw mono acoustic guitar clip. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that.
Alright, this next clip you're going to hear is of the Wuhan 18-inch Chinese crash cymbal. The mic was about 2 feet above the cymbal, and this is just going to be completely raw mono track, so go ahead and take a listen.
So the next clip you're going to hear is a mix of acoustic guitar and vocals. The acoustic guitar has been double tracked, panned left and right. The vocals have some Melodyne pitch correction on them. We've got some EQ on both the acoustic guitars and the vocals, and there's also been compression and reverb on both the acoustic guitar and vocals. So I guess we'll go ahead and take a listen to that.
spread of lies, but no more rest for me. This fire burns inside my tears, but won't let be. Oh, you cannot betray, you cannot delay, but I will not take away.
So hopefully you guys found the audio clips to be helpful. We tried to give a broad range, so if you wanted to do several different things with it, this mic is going to be able to do it.
Yep.
We found it to be extremely transparent, as we said, and the pros definitely outweigh the cons. So if you're looking for a mid-range large diaphragm condenser microphone, the Rode NT1A is definitely a good mic to look at.
Yep.
So this week, instead of having our normal viewer question at this time, we are going to take a look at two different microphone cables, and we're going to have a quick XLR cable shootout.
Yep. The first cable is going to be a cheap, like $5 cable that we picked up at our local music store. And the second cable you're going to hear a sound clip of is a mid-range Monster cable that cost somewhere around $20–$30. And so now we're going to go into the clips and let you hear to see if there's any differences between these two cables.
So we're going to let you guys be the judge as to whether or not the more mid-range cables are worth it. But for right now, we are going to go ahead and move into the software tip of the week. Alright guys, so we are once again inside of Reaper, and today I'm going to show you a neat little tip on how to stretch your tracks to the tempo. So as you can see right now, my tempo for this project is at 120 BPMs, and if I decide to change that to 150 BPMs, I hit enter, everything sort of changes, and the tracks stay in their exact same position. They don't stretch to the tempo. So if you need to stretch them to the tempo, I'm going to go ahead and set this back to the stock 120, which is what this project was in the first place. So now these tracks are all set up to the tempo. So you're going to go to a single item, you're going to right click on it, you're going to go to item settings, and you're going to come down here to where it says set item time base to project, and that is what's selected. That's the default for Reaper. You're going to change that to set item time base to beats, position, length, and rate. And if you click that and you watch this track, when I change this to 150, it's going to actually stretch it so it's going to be faster. Whoops, not 1,150. And as you can see, the track is now stretched and is now quicker than it was at 120. So this is going to change the properties of your audio files slightly, but if you don't go too extreme, you won't notice a difference. So that's how to set up and link your tempo to your tracks. And we will see you guys next week in another Limitless Studios episode.